Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus Ancient Gladiator. Today with painting and maybe chatting. The original plan I was considering was watch me play it solo, black box. And I remembered, oh, that's right. The numbers are a bit hard to see. So you can read this row. It's from 17 to 24. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to work on the visibility just a bit. The last time I painted a board game for the sake of improved visibility was, I want to say, the mid to late 2010s take on Acquire. It had the little 10 by 10 grid and the little designations, and they were just all one color. In older approaches to Acquire, they actually had some contrast because it just made sense. But that one was just plastic mold, all one color, which just doesn't make sense to leave it like that. I might have to come back to this after this part's done and just use some black to clean up this part of it. I did a video some time way back, specifically labeling my things I've pointed out with game design that bug me, alongside other game ideas or mechanics that I think are cool. I don't remember if I actually brought it up, that just making sure things are visible, things are understandable. So there's 1 through 8. Big difference, huh? Those videos I worked on didn't really get a whole lot of views. Wondering if I should say, hey, if you missed these, please check them out. I have to wonder why some of my stuff gets more attention than others. If it just doesn't show up, there's something working against it, I don't know. I'm glad some of the stuff I've been working on has been getting noticed. Like the costume shorts. Shorts in general tend to do decently. But what really surprises me is what people actually end up liking. Like out of the costume shorts, the bell gown, Alice, um, the ballerina outfit. Really surprising. When you think like ballet outfits, you probably, I don't know what you think, but I imagine a lot of people probably think, oh, the platter tutu. And so yeah, this kind of romantic skirt. There's that 9 through 16. Soak the brush for a bit. I have some other costumes in my collection. I'm wondering if, I know Halloween is over, but maybe I could feature them anyway. As a just an extra batch of costume shorts just for the fun of it. The thing with doing those is just getting into the costume sometimes is a pain in the butt. Getting out of it is either easier or even more difficult. I'm I'm glad I live with someone who's okay with if I get stuck. They can unzip me out of it. Because sometimes the getting out just ends up being harder. I don't know why. But overall, I'm just glad that Halloween's over with, and then the auction is on Saturday, and I've been finding a few more games to add to the pile of what I want to take. But the prices I set are going to reflect what it's going to take for me to really be okay with letting them go. Because some games are just a giant pain in the butt to find anymore. And then what I do win with my auction winnings, I won't be able to cash out, and that's fine. I'm thinking if I do well enough, there's this one game called Core Space that I remember seeing. It's like, okay, I'm curious. I'm going to look into that. There's also Witcher the Old World, which, once I actually figured it out, it's actually kind of an interesting game. But it has a solo mode, and that's part of what I want to get it for. Also, so I can triple dip for the content. Pillar loves tabletop games, Pillar board game shorts. Watch me play it solo, Witcher the Old World. Trying to make the absolute most of everything, so I don't feel like it's kind of wasted, or I'm not making the most use out of it that I could. Just things I think about with this stuff. Yeah. At the same time, it might be time to start winding it down. Wind down the collection. Settle on what games I'm actually going to hold on to and play. You know, not just the stuff I want to hold on to content wise. It's got to be serving a purpose. Yeah. So that's it. So that's all the numbers. Just grab my black paint and do the cleanup work. I have my other eventual painting project nearby of upgrading the circles that I was using for Hazard to actual hexagons. It's kind of interesting the way you can use circles as hexagonal type of tiles. It's the way it works apparently. Because you take 3 circles and you just group them together, and somehow, actually, I kind of have an idea how it works. So they can make a hexagonal grid out of circles. Yeah, just take 3 circular discs, put them together so they connect, and then just add on another circle to each, opening of 2. You can have this hexagonal type of grid because of the way the angles work. But I decided it's time just to have actual hexagonal tiles. So the question is, what the hell are we going to do with the rest of them? Because it wasn't just the hexagons I needed for Hazard. Was 150 of them. And just so you remember from last time, they're about this big. Here's the comparison for these squares are 1 inch each. So yeah, it's 2 inches flat. And it's 2 3/8 point to point, I think. I remember a time in high school that I tried to take grid, square grid, graph paper, to figure out how to make a hex grid out of that. It wasn't absolutely perfect, but it was pretty damn close. It's like hex grids in general. part of why I wish it'd take one version of the Sid Meier's Civilization board game, and use the hex grid part from the other version, A New Dawn. Okay. Just a little bit. That might be one of the games I try to look out for in the auction. Is Civ A New Dawn. There are other games I'm looking out for too, but I'm prepared to accept the possibility of not buying any games at the auction. Not out of general hopelessness, just conserving funds by a little bit. After I drop my stuff off, there's a place I'm going to go and get something that's supposed to be on sale at a place that's going to be having a sale on everything. Because it's just something that would be nice to have. I couldn't afford it, the last time I was there. But if it's going to be on sale, then hell yeah, I'm going to get it. Okay. Okay, the cleanup's as good as it's going to get. So there you go. The numbers are painted to make them more visible. And now I can do the Watch Me Play It Solo for Black Box. If you're watching this video and you've made it to this point, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section. Choose a number from 1 to 80, because there's 80 puzzles. 1 to 70 for 4 locations. 71 to 80 for 5. First comment I see with one of those with a number for the suggestion. That's what I'll do for the Watch Me Play It Solo video. Aside from that, next week I'm going to be doing some Pillarless tabletop games episodes for some stuff that I'm waiting on. Should be here sooner or later. Can't really spoil, because then hopefully it arrives safe and sound. Alright. I'm thinking about doing the paint my hazard tiles as another paint and chat video. We'll see where I am when I get there. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I'm curious to see if anyone's ever had to do, any improvement projects of their own for board games. I'm curious to see them. So, let me know. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Pillar. I'll see you next time.